a tremor is rippling through NATO's eastern flank. The Pentagon is weighing a dramatic withdrawal of up to 10,000 American troops from Eastern Europe, an abrupt reconsideration of posture just 3 years after the Biden administration surged reinforcements to deter Russia's advance in Ukraine. The internal deliberations reported by NBC News on April 8th have triggered alarm among European officials who fear the move could hand Russian President Vladimir Putin a strategic opening and undermine NATO's deterrent posture. The timing of the proposed pullback adds to European anxiety as NATO's cohesion faces pressure from Russia's continued aggression and an evolving American focus on global priorities. The genesis of this potential pivot traces back to February 2022, when Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Then President Joe Biden responded with a deployment of roughly 20,000 additional troops, swelling the U.S. military footprint in Europe to around 100,000. Much of that buildup was centered in Poland, Romania, and the Baltic states, nations directly in Moscow's crosshairs. Now, up to half of that surge is under review for drawdown. Officials familiar with the matter say the U.S. Department of Defense is conducting detailed assessments on how such a withdrawal would unfold, with logistical planning already underway. The pullout would involve not just personnel, but also sensitive systems and pre-positioned equipment that are vital to NATO's rapid response capabilities across Eastern Europe. At present, U.S. European Command, EUCOM, manages around 65,000 permanently stationed troops in Europe, with rotational forces expanding the total beyond 100,000 during Ukraine-related deployments. A lion's share of that presence sits in Poland, where the V Corps Forward Command in Poznan functions as an operational nerve center. Romania plays host to rotational striker units, agile infantry equipped with wheeled armored vehicles armed with 30 mm cannons or Javelin anti-tank systems. Equally vital are the high-value assets deployed to back these forces. Since 2022, the U.S. has stationed Patriot missile defense systems in Poland, intended to counter threats from Russian air and missile attacks. Poland, now a military heavyweight within NATO, has ramped up its defense capabilities, spending roughly 4% of its GDP, $14 billion in 2025, on defense, double the alliance's benchmark. Romania, meanwhile, hosts the Aegis Ashore missile defense system, operational since 2016. While both countries have made serious investments in defense, their capabilities remain deeply tied to U.S. integration and support. The Baltic states, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania represent NATO's most exposed front. With a combined population of just 6 million, these nations rely heavily on U.S. rotations to compensate for their limited manpower. Lithuania's capital, Vilnius, lies just 150 miles from Russia's border, underscoring the stakes if American forces scale back.